Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn about the lesson The Sound of Music, Part 2. This lesson deals with the Sahanai of Bismillah Khan. Bismillah Khan was great musician of India. You will be happy to know that he was born very close to you. His house is there in Dumrao, only 12 to 13 kilometers east of Buxar. Think of the Sahnai, and the first thing you will probably imagine is a wedding or a similar occasion of or function. The next would probably be used Ustad Bismillah Khan, the Sahnai maestro. Maestro is great musical composer playing this instrument. Now you see your first paragraph. Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of a musical instrument called pungi in the royal residence for it had a shrill, unpleasant sound. Pungi is a musical instrument and it was banned by Aurangzeb, the great Mughal emperor. Pungi became the generic name for reeded noisemakers. Few had thought that it would one day be revived. A barber of a family of professional musicians who had access to the royal palace decided to improve the tonal quality of the pungi. He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than the pungi and made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. When he played on it, closing and opening some of these holes, soft and melodious sounds were produced. He played the instrument before royalty and everyone was impressed. The instrument, so different from the pungi, had to be given a new name. As the story goes, since it was first played in the Shah's chamber and was played by a Nai. Is a Hindi word, barber is English word. The instrument was named the Sahnai. You can see the picture of Pungi and Sahnai. You can say Sahnai is had come from Pungi. Pungi is old musical instrument and it was improved in a Shahnai by a barber. The sound of the Shahnai began to be considered auspicious. Auspicious is sacred or promise to bring good fortune. And for this reason, it is still played in temples and is an indispensable component of any North Indian wedding. In the past, the Sahnai was part of a Naubat or traditional ensemble of nine instruments found at royal courts. Till recently, it was used only in temples and weddings. The credit for bringing this instrument onto the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. Dear children, you should remember the occasions here. Sahnai is played during weddings and it is played in temples also. Third paragraph. As a 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda or near a pond in the ancient state of Dumrao. I had told you Dumrao is 13 kilometer east of Buxar, that is Dumrao in Bihar. He would regularly go to the nearby Bihari Ji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita or Chaita, at the end of which he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg, a prize given by the local Maharaja. Local Maharaja is Dumrao estate. This happened 80 years ago, and the little boy has traveled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. Born on 21st March 1916, Bismillah belongs to a well known family of musicians from Bihar. His grandfather, Rasul Baks Khan, was the Shahnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur King's Court. His father, Paigambar Baks, and other paternal ancestors were also great Shahnai players. The young boy, who is young boy? Young boy is Bismillah Khan. Took to music early in life at the age of 3 when his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Banaras, now Varanasi. Bismillah was fascinated watching his uncles practice the Sahnai. Here, uncles means mama. Soon Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Baks to the Vishnu temple of Banaras, where Baks was employed to play the Sahnai. Ali Baks would play the Sahnai and Bismillah would sit captivated for hours on end. Slowly, he started getting lessons in playing the instrument and would sit practicing throughout the day. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maya and the banks of the Ganga became the young apprentice's favorite haunts where he could practice in solitude. The flowing waters of the Ganga inspired him to improvise, and invent ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Shahnai. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad Music Conference. At the end of his recital, Ustad Fayyaz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard, and you shall make it." With the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938 came Bismillah's big break. He soon became an often heard Sahnai player on radio. That time, a radio was under reach of general people. No television were available in the houses of people because this is the year 1938. When India gained independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shahnai. He poured his heart out into Rag Kaifi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous Trust with Destiny speech. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. Abroad is foreign countries. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken in by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. The king of Afghanistan was not the only one to be fascinated with Bismillah's music. Film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at a festival that he named a film after the instrument called Gunj Uthi Shahnai. You must see this picture. The film was a hit and one of Bismillah Khan's compositions, Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya, turned out to be a nationwide chart booster. Despite this huge success in the celluloid world, Bismillah Khan's ventures in film music were limited to two: Vijay Bhatt's Gunj Uthi Shahnai and Vikram Srinivas' Kannad venture Sanadhi Apanna. I just cannot come to terms with the artificiality and glamour of the film world, he says with emphasis. Awards and recognition came thick and fast. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in the United States of America. He also took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival, and in the Osaka Trade Fair. So well known did he become internationally that an auditorium in Tehran was named after him Tahar Moshiki Ustad Bismillah Khan. National awards like Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan, and the Padma Vibhushan were conferred on him. In 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, with the coveted award resting on his chest and his eyes glinting with rare happiness. He said, all I would like to say is teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn our music. In spite of having traveled all over the world, Khan Saab, as he is fondly called, is exceedingly fond of Banaras and Dumrao, and then remain for him the most wonderful towns of the world. A student of his once wanted him to head a Shanghai school in the USA, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras by replicating the temples there. But Khan Sahib asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well. Later, he is remembered to have said, that is why whenever I am in a foreign country, I keep earning to see Hindustan. While in Mumbai, I think of only Banaras and the Holy Ganga. And while in Banaras, I miss the unique matha of Dumrao. Matha is prepared from curd, dahi. Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India, one that effortlessly accepts that a devout Muslim like him can very naturally play the Shahnai every morning at the Kasi Vishwanath temple. Dear children, listen this lesson again and again, and I think you can understand it. You should read this lesson again and again by yourself so that you may understand the lesson. Thank you.